Hi there, Nomad here with another episode of Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. And we're just gonna jump right into this because last time I was accused of murder by the murderer. Because that's how that works. This should be terrible. September 9th, 9:52 a.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby number 1. Hey, Maya. Well, I guess this is it. Yeah. One way or another, this case gets decided today. Phoenix, look! Edgy! My boy! Prosecutor Edgeworth. I received a call from the Chief Prosecutor's office yesterday. Okay. I was told that whatever Mr. White says today, it will be the absolute truth. No matter how you try to attack his testimony. If I raise an objection, I have it on good faith that the judge will listen to me. What? Does White have the judge in his pocket too? So you're saying I'm going to be guilty. End of story. That's a serious stare. I will do anything to get my verdict, Mr. Wright. Anything. Why? How can you torment an innocent person like this? Innocent? How can we know that? The guilty will always lie to avoid being found out. There's no way to tell who's guilty and who's innocent. All that I can hope to do is to get every defendant declared guilty. So I make that my policy. Edgeworth. You've changed. Phoenix, you know him? Don't expect any special treatment, Phoenix Wright. Phoenix? Well, court will be starting soon. What? But wait! Your defense attorney isn't even here yet. They're not... I'll be defending myself. What? Okay, let's do this. Let's do this! Everything's going to end up fine. It'll be fine. Alright. Hey, Edgy. Hold on. What do I have again? Flow clip. He took my newspaper clipping. You bastard. Alright. Prosecution is ready, Your Honor. I don't know why he's British. The defense is ready, Your Honor. As ready as I can be. Mr. Wright, are you sure you're up to doing this? Yes, Your Honor. I will be defending myself. Nothing could possibly go wrong. Understood. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. As the details of the event are already quite clear to the court, today we will hear the testimony of a witness to the defendant's crime. I see. The prosecution may call its witness. That went far too smoothly. Why didn't the judge ask Edgeworth why his witness didn't testify before? It's like, he already knows why. If anyone's going to raise an objection about this, I suppose it's me. I'm not getting out of this. Forget it. I smell a trap. I would like to call Mr. I would like to call Mr. Red-White to the stand. Okie dokie. I can't be quite as bolsterous with him because my daughter is sleeping. So, that. Please state your full name. You wish to know the title of my personage? Jesus Christ, he's sparkly. Your name? Yes! Yes, that is what I said! Oh dear, do my locutions confuse? I can words. Name! See, even Edgeworth is pissed off about this guy. These two are great together. This is fantastic. My name is Red-White, but my friends call me Blanco Nino. There's no... Okay, Blanco Nino. Because there was no chicken over the end. I am the CEO, or to use a more common term, the president of Blue Corp. Did you know the victim, Miss Mia Fey? Maya and Mia are gonna get the mixed up. That would be a negatory! No, I did not. You're at the Gatewater Hotel the night of the murder? Correct! And you witnessed the murder from there? Why tell you what you already know? Because you're supposed to testify. Very well, Mr. White, you may begin your testimony. If I can't rip this guy's testimony apart, I'm fucked. Fucked is the word you're looking for, Phoenix. Why do I always feel like it's the end of the world and I'm the last man standing? This is your third trial ever. Not even, like, your third time at a trial ever. Fucking bling. Just want to rip that curl right out of his hair. I hope you have made your peace with God, Mr. Lawyer. Jesus Christ, this dude. Let him have it, Phoenix. Alright. Let's fucking go. Let's see, it was about 9, I believe. I was quietly perusifying, that is, reading to you some papers by the window. Then I heard a bedlam coming from outside. Surprised, I turned to look at the building across the way. It was then I saw him. A spiky-haired man attacking a woman with long hair. Needless to say, that man was none other than you, Mr. Lawyer. I called Miss May over at once. She, too, was flabbergasted, of course. The victim, she ran away. But you gave chase. Did he smack me? No, okay. Dude fucking hit me in the courtroom. Finally, there was a terrible impaction. Then, it was all over. If things occurred as you have testified, then I'm afraid the defendant is guilty. Hold on a fucking second. Whoa. Okay. I thought he was just gonna declare me guilty, and I'm like, wait a minute. Your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Alright. Time to use Miss May's testimony against this dude. Right? Alright. Yeah. What? Oh, I hit backspace. That's why. Dodged an attack. That's it. Okay, alright. That's not. Here it is. Of course, comprende, I understand. I totally skipped over reading that. Ha 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 ha! The victim was attacked by you and ran to the left. You gave chase and struck her down. Are you sure? Shiny bastard. As you know, I am always absolutely perfect. Perhaps you could change your testimony to reflect this new detail. There we go. Victim ran to the left and you gave chase. Alright, bitch. And right, and strike. Take that! Objection! Wrong one. Wait right there. Mr. White. You've dug your own grave. What is this? You said the victim ran to the left. But that directly contradicts Miss May's testimony. She clearly stated that the victim ran right. Bitch. Oh, it is simple. Now he's suddenly French. You have misheard her. I think not. Look at the floor plans. The killer was here, and the victim here. If the victim ran to the left, as you claim she did, she would have been running directly away from the door. She would have been running into a dead end. Don't you find that odd? She was running to his left. Very strange. I did see her run to the left. I did. To your left. Phoenix, look at his face. I don't think he's lying about this one. True. Maybe he really did see the victim run left. So he did witness the killing. Wait a second. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. Miss May says right, and Mr. White says left. Can you explain this contradiction to the court? They're both right. Both witnesses are telling the truth. For once. I doubt it. Rather, that does not clear up the contradiction. There is one scenario that would explain their conflicting accounts. What? Well, obviously, the witness was not viewing the crime from the hotel. Duh. Mr. White! What do you mean? Yes, what do you mean he was not viewing the crime from the hotel? If he was not in the hotel, where could he have been? In the law offices of Faye and Co., of course. Duh. More specifically, he was standing here. Time to show the court where Mr. Wright was standing. Take that! This is where he was. Look! When the victim ran for the door, if he was watching from this point, to him, it would appear that she ran to the left. Please, this is no time for jokes and ill taste. That is where the killer was standing. Bitch. Order! I will have order! Anyone disrupting the order of this courtroom will be held in contempt. Mr. Wright, what are you suggesting? I don't know. What do you think I'm suggesting? Rapscallion! The postulations of the defense are a distortion of the truth, Your Honor. Indeed, they do seem a bit far-fetched. He needs to do the, like, Sailor Moon evil lady laugh. You provide us with so much entertainment, Mr. Lawyer. What now? He's laughing? The hilarity of the moment made me remember something. Oh, fucking hell. It appears I have been unclear, and for this I apologize. Your Honor, might I be allowed to testify once more? Very well. Let's hear your revised testimony. Good luck. You can't fix a broken testimony, buddy. She ran left and then she ran right. Because that makes sense. Miss May's testimony was correct, as was mine. When you assaulted the girl, first she ran to the left, and then you hit her savagely. That is what I saw. Next, with her last of her strength, she ran to the right. You chased her and delivered the final blow. Pretty sure her autopsy says that she was hit once in the head. That is what Miss May saw. You see? You hit her twice. Don't you remember, Mr. Lawyer? That does seem to make sense. Not particularly. Will you be cross-examining the witness's testimony? Yeah. You bet I will. I mean, yes, Your Honor. You bet your ass. Alright. Let me double check some evidence quick. Yeah. Yes. Died from a blow. Right? Yes. Okay. Bitch. Mr. White. The victim died from a single blow. What do you have to say to that? Now's my chance to hit him where it counts. Mr. White, wasn't it you who told this court you were absolutely perfect? I will refrain from using this phrase from now on. Your Honor, if you could ask the witness for a new testimony. The witness is obviously confused, Your Honor. I would like to request a 10-minute break. Yes, quite. Excuse you? The witness is confused because he's lying. I emphatically request that there be no break, Your Honor. Yeah! We want justice! Don't let him get away. Very well. If the witness would care to revise his testimony. The crowd's on my side. You're slipping out of this now, White. Mr. White? Oh. Okay. Okay. Now what, dirtbag? Well, you see, I looked at the other window when I heard that thing fall. Then, the next moment, I saw Miss Mia run to the left. The killer, you attacked her, but she dodged. And then she turned and ran for the door. Then you did her in with a single blow. You sound very sure. Mr. Your Honor, my stomach, you see, it's hurting. It's hurting. I don't know why he's British now too, but he is. Deal with it. This is almost over. Two accounts. Alright. Oh, no, go back. Go back. You heard that thing fall? What exactly was that thing? Huh? Oh! Oh, that! The glass light stand! Right. The one that had fallen over at the scene. Phoenix! Doesn't something about that strike you as odd? Yeah. Yeah, that is odd. I'll press further. Mr. White? Huh? What? You're saying you saw the glass light stand? Yes? Then change your testimony to reflect that. Sorry. My bad. The witness will revise his testimony. Okay, okay, of course. Bitch. Nightstand was lying on the floor when I looked. Yeah, that's what I thought. Objection! Bitch! Mr. White. It was impossible for you to have seen the glass stand. What? Look at this. These are the floor pans to the scene of the murder, yes? Mm-hmm. Correct, Your Honor. Now, look. If you were to look through the window at the office, this is the area you would be able to see. Here. Well, note that the stand is not within the visible area. Well, Mr. White, what do you have to say to that? Ridiculosity. Mr. White, if you were in the Gatewater Hotel as you claim, you could not have seen the stand before it fell over. In fact, you wouldn't have been able to see it after it fell either. There's no way you could have recognized the broken shards as a glass light stand. So, when did you see the stand, Mr. White? It must have been the moment that it fell. And the only place you could have seen that from is inside the Fey law offices. In other words, you were at the scene of the crime when the murder took place. Gah! I love it when they lose their shit. Mr. White? Mr. White? You did it, didn't you? Mr. Your Honor, Miss Mia. Looks like we're about to get our verdict. No, we're not.
Objection!
That's far enough, Phoenix Wright. What? Ugh, I forgot about Edgeworth. Mr. White. I think the time has come. Shouldn't you confess your crime now, What? I said you should confess your crime. Ergo, confess that you placed the wiretap. Wiretap? Order! Order! Mr. Edgeworth, explain explain to the court what you mean by this. Distinguished members of the court, Mr. White is slightly confused. Allow me to explain. Ugh. I really don't like the way this is headed. As you know, Mr. White is the CEO of Blue Corp. He ordered his secretary, Miss April May, to tap the law offices of Miss Fay. What does that have to do, Your Honor? The question is, when was the wiretap placed in the office, and by who? No, you wouldn't. Mr. White, in order to place the wiretap, you entered Miss Fay's office. Am I correct? Yep. Correct! You are most correct, Miles. Miles? Give me a break. Yes! In order to place the wiretap, I breached the Fay & Co. law offices. That is when I saw that accursed light stand. Now I'm confused. Please explain to the court what all this means, Mr. Edgeworth. Doesn't explain. Mr. Phoenix Wright has made his position quite clear. He has determined that Mr. White knew the glass stand was in the office. He has shown that there was only one time Mr. White could have seen the stand, at the very moment of the murder. Thus, Mr. Wright would like you to believe that Mr. White was the murderer. I see. However, it is a fact that Mr. White had to have been to that office well before the murder took place, when he went to place the wiretap. He could have seen the glass light stand then. Ergo, Mr. Phoenix Wright's theory is revealed for the baseless conjecture that it is. What CEO of a major corporation places wiretaps by himself. You will testify to the court about this wiretapping. Back to fucking Bejeweled. Leave it to me. Ugh. I feel faint. Me too, Phoenix, me too. It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. I had entered the Fay & Co. law offices. Of course, I had done so to place the wiretap. That is when I saw this glass light stand. Yes. Okie dokie. So you saw the stand before the night of the incident. Well, shit. And this is how you were able to identify what had fallen over, by the sound? Don't you fucking bedazzle at me. You Armstrong reject. Correct! That is right. I see. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine. What am I supposed to do now? Good luck, Phoenix. Yeah, I'm gonna fucking need it. I'm gonna have to press everything. But there's nothing to press. Oh. Okay. Do you have proof? Miss April May knew the details of Miss Fay's phone conversation. This proves that the wiretap was placed before the murder. Yep, that it does. I had entered the Fay & Co. law offices. Again, why is the CEO the one doing that? I bet that's not a question. Was it really you that went into the office? Or was it Miss May? Unidentified fingerprints, several days old, were found at the Fay & Co. law offices. Those were obviously Mr. White's. And if I know Edgeworth, he's already run a check on those prints. Now, Mr. White, tell us why you went to the Fay & Co. law offices. I'm gonna press everything and it's gonna get me nowhere! Why did you tap Mia's phone? This has no bearing on the current case, Your Honor. Blue Corps is a detective agency of sorts. We have a responsibility to protect client confidentiality. Bitch. That's when I saw this glass light stand. Get me nowhere. Why did you notice something as innocuous as a light stand? The light stand was made entirely out of glass. It was quite stylish, so I guess it made a lasting impression on me. Such a beauteous thing deserves attention, does it not? That is all. Damn it. There is nothing for me to press him on. Oh well, maybe he's rattled enough that I can bluff something out of him. Want me to bluff something out of him? Uh-oh. Don't tell me I've run out of ammo. There's nothing to bluff. Shit. time has come for you to admit your defeat. You fought honorably. Unlike you. Edgy. No more. I can't take this anymore. Mr. Wright? Are you giving up? Yes, Your Honor. Phoenix! Phoenix! Over here! I don't know why. Mia's British now too. Everybody's British! Mia? Never give up, Phoenix. Mia? Holy shit, did I pass out? Oops. Where am I? The waiting lobby? What happened? Oh, right. I lost the trial. I was hallucinating. You're dead! Ah, you're finally awake. Did I pass out again? Hey, Phoenix! Gak? That's no way to greet an old friend. Phoenix, I want you to look at me. Fucking fan service boobs. You're... Maya? Didn't you know the Fae women have strong psychic powers? When you accepted your defeat in court, it appears that was enough of a shock to awaken Maya's true powers. So... Maya is channeling you, Mia. That's right. I am Maya, but I'm also Mia. Now, I want you to listen to me, Phoenix. Maya never gave up. You can't either. That's what I came here to tell you. But we don't have much time, Phoenix. Now listen. You've already won. Huh? You have that receipt in the court record, right? Oh, yeah, the one you wrote Maya on. Phoenix. Wright wrote that, not me. So what do I do with it? Look at the front of the receipt. The front? It's a regular receipt. Looks like it's from a famous department store. $1,000? Item... glass light stand? Date of print. September 4th. September 4th. That's right, Phoenix. I bought that stand the day before I was killed. Whoa! Now, what did Mr. Wright say in his testimony? It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. He said he saw the stand the week before the murder. There you go. Poetry. I think the court is about to reconvene. Go do it, Phoenix. You know you're innocent. Now you just have to prove it. Right. Alright. Court will now reconvene for the trial of Phoenix Wright. Is the defendant... rather... Are you alright, Mr. Wright? Yes, sorry, Your Honor. I'm fine now. And let's start where we left off. Oh, Edgy. Your Honor, there is nothing to go back to. The cross-examination of Mr. Wright is finished. All that is required now is for you to pass judgment on the defendant, Mr. Wright. Excuse me? Your Honor, please, give me one more chance. I promise you, this is the last time I'll ask you. But, as Mr. Edgeworth has noted, the trial is more or less finished. Mr. Edgeworth, do you have an opinion on this matter? Don't you fucking bow to me. I say, let us give Phoenix Wright his last chance. Very well. You may begin the cross-examination. Alright. Since it was basically spelled out for me. It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. Objection! Look closely at this. See the word Maya written in blood? Oh, Edgy, you have no idea. You're grasping. I think not. Look at the other side of the receipt. The other side? Your Honor, would you tell the court what is written on the other side of that receipt? Well, a glass light stand. And the date of purchase? Why? That's the day before the murder. Bitch. You see, Mr. White, when you allegedly entered Fay & Co. law offices at the beginning of September, the stand could not have been there. I'm not doing that yell. I have a sleeping child. Nope, not gonna happen. Well, Mr. White, can't get out of this one, can you? No. It's... Nope. I'm just gonna skip right over that. Uh-oh. He's losing it. Well, Your Honor, I understand there must be quite a bit of pressure on you. But I think you'll agree you can't judge me guilty under these circumstances. Very well. Then, it is all for the trial of...
Objection!
What, Edgy? What the fuck do you think you can do to me? Not so fast, Phoenix Wright. Ugh. What? No way can he worm his way out of this one. Oh wait, I forgot. It's Edgeworth. There is a certain thread of logic to the defendant's claims. However, there is no concrete proof that Phoenix Wright is innocent. There's no proof I'm guilty either. All we have is the word of a liar. Ergo, I would like to request one more day before Phoenix Wright is granted his freedom. I need time to make one more inquiry into this matter. Another inquiry? This isn't gonna be another one of those updated autopsy reports. This guy just makes up evidence as he pleases. This is bad. Don't judge me. Mr. White's guilt is obvious. There's no need to prolong this trial any further. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, if anyone is going to call Mr. White to trial, it would be me, the prosecution. I need a day to ascertain whether these new claims have any basis in factual evidence. Dude, the only evidence that exists for me being the murderer is this dude's testimony. That's it. Objection denied. What? The completion of the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright will be postponed until tomorrow. No. There's no telling what will happen if I end this now. Edgeworth is sure to come up with or just make up something. And after Mia showed up to help me and all. You shiny bastard. Your Honor. May I go home? Of course. Thank you for your time. The witness will stay. Mia? Phoenix. Read this note out loud. Mia, what's this? Your Honor, if I may. You're quite persistent today, Mr. Wright. You bet your ass. Life is writing on this one. I have something I would like to read to the court.
Take that!
The memo Mia had given me was a list of names. Many of them sounded strangely familiar. People in finance, famous celebrities. That's when it happened. Stop! Desist! Halt! Please stop! Make him stop! How did you get that list? Mr. White, admit your guilt right here, right now, or else this list will be released to the press. I confess. I confess. I did it. I hit her. I hit Miss Mia with the thinker. Case closed, Your Honor. Edgy. Well, I see no reason to continue this trial. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. You've done it again! That was quite a spirited defense. Yes, Your Honor. I guess you could say that. If you only knew how spirited it was. Well. This court finds the defense. Rather, the defendant, Mr. Phoenix Wright. There we go. Yay, confetti! Oh, that was fucking close. That is all. This court is adjourned. September 9th, 2:24 p.m. Well, I never thought I'd be saying this again. But congratulations! You're lucky I was born a fae. I'm lucky I had both you and Maya on my side. I'm glad you made it. Thank you, Phoenix. You risked a lot to help me, and Maya. I won't forget it as long as I live. Ha, as long as you live. My time here is running out. Huh? Maya's powers are still weak. I can't stay here that long. What? No! There's still so much to say. Don't worry. I'm sure we'll get to meet again. Chief! I'm not the chief anymore. Phoenix? Can you come to the office tonight? Say, 9 o'clock? The office? I'll see you later. Chief! Mia! We don't have her for that long, but she's definitely one of my favorite characters. Being here, it's hard not to think about that night. You came! Mia? I was kind of worried you might not. Huh? Of course I came. Well then. I'm pretty hungry. How about a burger? Mia? You should see your face. Mia! What are you talking about? It's me, Maya. Maya? What? Did I look like my sister? Look like? You were her. I might be able to use that. Oh, Phoenix! Go to the store and buy me lunch, would you? Maya, why are you here? Because of this! See? Mia wrote me a letter. Take care of Phoenix for me. Take care of? Huh? She means the office. This office. Someone has to help with the new Wright & Co. law offices, right? And who better but me? Maya Fey, reporting for duty. Wait, no. On second thought, let's make this casual. Yo, Nick! Maya here, ready to get down to business. You don't mind me calling you Nick, right? It's a great name. Mia said that's what your friend Larry calls you. Nick? You know what this means. We're partners. You know, when I think about it, it's Maya's fault I'm here now, but if it wasn't for her, I'd probably be in jail. Wright & Co. law offices. It's got a good ring to it. Yeah! Thanks, Maya. My heart. Good luck, Phoenix. You're gonna need it. I'll always be here, watching. Right, okay, Nick, let's do it! Huh? Do what? Burgers, dummy! Burgers! There's a great burger joint just down the street. Come on, time's a-wasting. Way to ruin the moment, Maya. Okay, wait up. I am not getting teary-eyed over this. Shut up. Whoever says otherwise is a goddamn liar. So that is the end of the first real episode, well, the second episode, of Phoenix Wright, which means that this will be where we start off next episode. Turn it back. No, don't start. So yeah, this has been a lot of fun, and I'm hoping that those of you who are watching have been enjoying this too. I hope to keep going. So, yeah. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!